Hey goal getters, welcome back to the channel. Agriculture is for sure one of those places that if we the African youths invest in, we are sure to secure a brighter future for us. And when we talk of agriculture being the future in Africa, it is no joke. Do you know that a country like Ethiopia has its agricultural sector accounts for about 90% of its total exports? And many other African countries are close to this. That goes to say that the agricultural potential of Africa is massive. And that's why it doesn't make sense at all that Africans should be importing food. I don't think we are lazy, and I don't think either that the problem is capital, because when I see the money some Africans inject in certain businesses, I don't want to think that the problem is money. I would rather say that our problem is misplaced priorities, or simply the fact that we like to play safe. I've noticed that some Africans are comfortable in conformity. They don't want to go out of the box and try new things. They want to play safe. They are scared of losing their investment. They are scared of trying new things. And let me tell you, goal getters, the greatest risk in life is not taking risk at all. So as a goal getters that you are on the channel, I expect you not to only come and watch these videos and go back to doing the same things you were doing. I would please love most of you to embark on these businesses and come back with the positive feedbacks that I know you are going to definitely have. That goes to say that agriculture is actually the future. We've had a couple of videos on the channel talking about agro businesses that you could do in Africa and make some good money for yourself. And a lot of you showed interest in such videos, but you had a concern that you don't know exactly what is going to do well in your country, and also the market size of some of those products, and also whether they are good for export. So we thought of coming up with this video where we are going to be talking to you about agro businesses that you could do basically in every African country, or that most of them do well in every African country. And most of these products are products well consumed and exported. So if you're interested in such a video, please get a bowl of popcorn and a pen and paper to take notes. So here comes 10 agro businesses that never fail in Africa. If you are new to this channel, my name is Elvin Chick, and my mission on the channel is to make sure that you attain your financial independence as soon as possible. And you're watching Africa Today. Now, the first point here is organic farming. And we know when we talk of organic farming, we are talking here of things like fruits and vegetables, dairy products, meat, and basically everything that is grown without chemicals and that is really healthy for the human beings. We know how much pesticides and herbicides are being used in the cultivation of our foods nowadays. So organic farming is really gaining grounds because that's the safest way we the Africans can make sure that we stay safe. Remember back in the days when our forefathers used to live so long just because of their healthy food habits and the fact that they worked and exercised a lot. They were basically exercising enough without even necessarily knowing. And we growing in that generation used to trek also to schools and other places we would go to, thus making us healthier than our kids nowadays. We know the habits our kids have today. They basically spend all their time on the couches, watching TV, playing video games, eating unhealthy foods full of chemicals, and even the fruits and vegetables we give them, thinking that we are providing them with a healthy living, are still full of chemicals. So if we want to have a healthier Africa, we need to invest in the production of more organic food stuff. That's the reason why organic farming is the first business idea I am talking about in this list. If you're new to the channel, there is a video that I made specifically on organic farming that lots of people loved so much, and that video is so rich that I would love you to watch it. So I am going to be linking it in the description box for you to go and watch, but immediately after this video, right? Now, coming back to our topic. According to the Organic Food and Market Report Scope, the organic farming market size value as of 2023 is $231 billion. And the growth rate is estimated at a compound annual growth rate of $564 billion by 2030. We have companies like Eden Foods and Organic Valley that are making millions of dollars just because they are involved in organic food. The second agro business you could involve yourself in and be sure to make lots of money in Africa is the production of garlic. Yes, garlic farming. Garlic has got lots of virtues and medicinal values. And the good thing with garlic is that it grows basically in every part of Africa. This is simply because it grows in a wide range of soils and in different climatic conditions. And we know right now, Africa has one of the most diverse soils. From South Africa to Egypt, Kenya to Congo, Africa has got very fertile soils. And to crown it all, in countries like Cameroon, which is actually Africa in miniature, garlic does very well. So if you're in countries like Nigeria, Morocco, and South Sudan, you should make sure you involve yourself in the production of garlic, because these countries import a lot of garlic. So if you're in any of these countries and you produce garlic, you are sure to have a ready market, because once something is imported a lot into a country, it actually indicates that there is shortage or lack of that product in that country. Do you know that just these three countries import about 39% of the total import of garlic? So you watching this video and finding yourself in any of these countries, what are you waiting for? And also the neighboring countries could participate, alright? If you are in countries like Uganda and Kenya, you could as well involve in the production of garlic, since you've got South Sudan that is there to import. The reason why garlic production can never fail in Africa is that nowadays garlic is used for lots of things. Garlic is used in a lot of dishes worldwide, and also garlic has a lot of virtues, reduces cholesterol levels in the blood. Garlic also has antiviral properties and anti-cancer properties. It also has antifungal properties, just to name a few. Garlic is so much loved as it is used to deflate a bloated stomach, and is also widely used in weight loss recipes. That leads us to the next on our list, which is ginger. Yes, ginger is one of those things that is so loved by Africans. Africans use a lot of ginger, be it for weight loss, to spice their food, because you know Africans consume a lot of spicy food. So ginger is actually that one ingredient that you would find in most African delicacies. And I remember in those days, our moms used to always use ginger in whatever food they are cooking. We never lacked ginger at home. Yeah, ginger and garlic. And that's why you would see some smart entrepreneurs nowadays coming up with a concoction of ginger and garlic paste to sell. And women are going crazy over that, because that facilitates life for them. It is a ready-made concoction of ginger and garlic that they could just take and put in their food and not go through the stress of peeling and blending the ginger themselves. And a lot of smart entrepreneurs also have embarked on the production of powdered ginger. And this is done by the dehydration machine that I talked about in this video, alongside other machines that you could buy to embark on production. So if you're interested as well, please do well to watch this video after this one, obviously. So as you know, the link is going to be in the comments section. And the reason why ginger production can never fail in Africa is that producers of ginger claim that the demand for ginger is actually too huge to be satisfied across the globe. This is simply because the demand is so high. And the good thing with ginger is that it is a product that is highly exported, since it can be dehydrated and exported in dry form. So if you're involving yourself in ginger production, and especially the ginger powder, you are going to be a little bit more patient. You would be harvesting it when the leaves turn yellow, indicating that it has attained its peak of maturity. That's to say, the best ginger for consumption when it comes to making of food or using it fresh for juice is the baby gingers. When you start harvesting the ginger and that is still in the soft stage or at the early stage of maturity, it is appropriate for cooking with locally. But if you want to actually dry it up and produce the powder form, you will need to wait for it to mature further. And when it comes to health benefits of ginger, they are so numerous. Ginger actually eases arthritis symptoms, and also it's very good at lowering blood sugar. And hey, go-getters, permit me to let you know that ginger is one of those things with which you could never go wrong in the agro business. Do you know that ginger actually brings about 300% profit margin compared to other crops? Yeah, that's how much ginger could be lucrative. But hey, let's be honest here. Ginger is something that if you want to embark on its production, you should be very patient and hard working, because the truth is ginger demands a lot of work. And unlike most agro products that take maybe 3 to 6 months, with ginger you're going to be waiting for 10 months. So aside from being a hard worker, you also need to be a very patient person before embarking on the ginger production. Next on our list is fish farming. Yes, fish farming is so lucrative in Africa. We've talked a lot on fish on this channel already, and we have a video where we covered fish farming and basically everything you need to know. So I guess there's no need getting into details when it comes to fish anymore. So you know what to do if you're interested interested in knowing more details, you should check this video out. So what I can tell you right now is that fish farming is so lucrative in Africa because the fish farming is projected to have a market size of $409 billion in 2030. And you know how much people love fish. Fish is white flesh, and you know white flesh is always advantageous over red flesh. And also, you know the other benefits that come along with fish consumption, things like omega-3, omega fats, and you know how important the fish oil is to our system. That's why we have things like fish oil supplements and many others. The next on our list is obviously poultry farming. Yes, you can't talk of fish without talking of chicken. Yes, when we talk of poultry farming here, we are talking of chicken production. Yes, the production of broilers. And the reason why poultry production can never fail is the fact that a lot of us eat chicken. Almost everyone loves chicken. Chicken is that one meat that a very few can resist. And in Africa, you know, in all parties, you must see chicken. And people throw lots of parties in Africa. So there's no need going into details of why you are going to be making lots of money when it comes to chicken production. Even in our homes, we would notice that our kids often love chicken more than any other meat. So we tend to cook a lot of chicken more than any other meat out there. Also, the fact that chicken is white meat, it's always an added advantage. So if you are about to involve yourself in the chicken production, an average cost of the production of 1,000 birds, for instance, is $3,000. And I am going to be sparing you the details because we did that in one of our videos. So let me just go straight to the point to let you know that if you spend the $3,000 to produce 1,000 chicks, you are going to be selling it for $5,645. Let's assume that there would be obviously some mortality rate, and at a small percentage if you actually follow the right steps. So you are going to be making a profit of at least $2,000 in just 45 days. And it would depend on your budget. Let's assume you are going for 10,000 chicks. So just do the maths. If you're going in for 10,000 chicks with a profit of $2,000 per 1,000 birds, you are going to be making a whopping $20,000 profit in just 45 days. And that would keep multiplying as much as you are going to be investing in the business. Now, there is another sector not really known to lots of people, but which is very, very lucrative in Africa. And this is something that I can assure you that you could never go wrong with it in Africa, because no matter how modernity has stormed Africa, Africans are still well implicated in this sector of their economy. And we are talking here of the production of medicinal herbs. Medicinal herbs or plants are widely used in Africa because lots of Africans still make use of herbalists for the treatment of their disease. And more people have been taking interest in the herbal medical sector. This is because lots of people have noticed that those herbs are actually safer and more affordable. So a lot of people are paying more and more attention to the herbal sector in Africa. Most Africans prefer to use herbs, and when we talk of medicinal herbs, we are talking of things like aloe vera, moringa, sesame, neem, and many others. A lot of Africans nowadays turn to herbalists for their problems. Do you know that the herbal medicine market size is actually expected to reach $348 billion by 2028, and at a common annual growth rate of 11.2%. With such statistics, what are you still waiting for to take the African medicinal plants seriously? And you know we've got lots of them. The next on our list is cassava production. Cassava is something that is just like the new gold in Africa right now. And there are lots of reasons why that I can't even be enumerating all in this video because we've covered it already in a detailed video. So you know what to do. You can look for this video and watch right away after this one. So basically, I am going to be letting you know of a few things real quick as concerns cassava production. Cassava is something that if you want to produce in Africa, you better produce in very large quantities. And when we talk of large quantities, we mean hectares and hectares of cassava. You know Africa is facing shortage of wheat right now, and cassava is a good replacement to wheat flour in Africa. So a lot of bakeries right now combine cassava and wheat to make bread. And you know how much Africans consume bread. It is said bread is life. So on basically every African table in most mornings, beans, you are definitely going to be finding bread. And cassava has a lot of virtues. Do you know that cassava is actually gluten-free? It also enhances our immunity. The high demand of cassava therefore makes it very, very lucrative in Africa right now. And do you know that with a hectare of cassava, you could actually harvest 60 to 80 tons? But the thing is, with cassava, you would have to also be a little bit patient because cassava takes about 12 to 18 months to mature depending on your location. And cassava is one of those products that you can actually add value to before commercializing. So you could actually have your plantation of cassava and you process it yourself in large quantities using the cassava processing machine that we talked about in one of our videos. And through that, you would be producing what we call gari in Africa, or cassava flour, cassava chips, and many others. Now, before we continue, we would love to take out this time to thank our supporters so much. We want you to know that we don't take you for granted and we appreciate you for joining our membership. That said, if you are watching this video and you haven't joined our membership yet, what are you waiting for? If you are really enjoying what we are offering on the channel, please do well to join our membership and support the channel in your own way. Now, let's go straight to the winner of our giveaway prize. So we've chosen a winner and it is Inokun-Lu5EF. This is basically their handle. So the comment reads, really love the fact that your channel is all about in-depth business opportunities in the whole of Africa. Your videos are well researched and compacted into effective short videos, which are perfect for all who are time constrained. Thank you for all you do and share. Yes, so this is the winner of our giveaway. Please, if you're watching this video, do well to contact us on our email africatodayinfo@gmail.com and tell us which option you are going for. If it is the cash giveaway, then you are going to be giving us your account details. And if it is for the one-on-one consultation or a business shout out, we are going to be doing the necessary as promised. So congrats to you for being part of this noble family. Now, the next on our list is bitter kola production. This is a nut that is very lucrative in Africa, for it's got lots of medicinal value and is obviously highly consumed by Africans. Bitter kola is something widely produced in West Africa. So if you are in any West African country, bitter kola is a must for you. And I've talked about it on the channel already. You know it's good for glaucoma, that's the eye problem, sexual weakness, cholesterol levels, and also good at reducing the alcoholic content in the system amongst also. Bitter kola has got lots of virtues and Africans don't joke with bitter kola. Do you know that right now in West Africa, a bag of bitter kola costs about $1,000? And this is something that grows on trees. Once your tree has attained maturity, you start reaping the fruits on a yearly basis. Next on our list is peanut or groundnut farming. Peanut is so lucrative in Africa right now. Peanut is used for basically everything, be it for consumption as snack on tables. Fried peanut for sure is used as snacks in most parties or in the famous gari that Africans consume a lot. Peanut butter spread is used on most tables as breakfast or snacks. And in Africa, we consume lots of peanut soup and peanut sweets, what we commonly call groundnut sweets. So there's no way you could go wrong with peanut in Africa. Peanut is also used for the production of feed. Yes, feed used in poultry. Peanut is highly used in the production of feed. And you know how much feed poultry farmers use daily. And the good news is that peanut prices keep increasing over the months. A bag of peanut has left from about $50 to about $80. And the prices keep threatening to increase. So imagine producing peanut in larger quantities and exporting. Peanut is one of those things that you shouldn't take for granted. Now, we can't go further with this list without talking of avocado production. This is because this is actually the new oil in Africa right now. Do you know that avocado is much more profitable than oil right now in Africa? Drug dealers in Mexico actually had to abandon drugs in favor of avocado production. And recently, China's newfound love for avocado is beyond measure. And recently, people have been securing their avocado deals with China. Do you know that in 2022, Kenya actually sealed an avocado supply deal with China, and they made over $60 million in sales just within 3 months. South Africa has also taken the bold step to seal that deal with China to provide them with avocados. And many other African countries are rushing to do the same right now, for the demand of avocado in China is so high. You know China has got the population, right? So if you are in any African country right now and you think that you can embark in the production of avocado, please don't hesitate. But there are certain things that you need to know in order to be well armed. Permit me to let you know that lots of people shied away from avocado production in the years back because they didn't know that they could do what we call grafting. They used this crude method of producing avocado that they would just taste an avocado and love the taste and go ahead to take the seed and plant directly. So if you want to embark on the production of avocado, you should make good use of the grafting system. You graft your avocado, plant it, and 4 years later, you start harvesting. This is what our parents didn't know before, and they didn't succeed in getting that real taste that they wanted in an avocado because they didn't know or leverage grafting. And that made their avocado trees take like 10 to 13 years before yielding fruits. And at the end of the 10 years, they would have it taste horrible and they wouldn't understand why. That's simply because they didn't make use of the grafting and planted the seed directly, thus discouraging them from the avocado business. But now with the grafting skills that we have nowadays, we've got no excuse not to embark on avocado production. And I know you would be saying, oh Elvin, you are just talking about avocado, you don't know that avocado takes lots of water. Yeah, it should take lots of water. It is a tree. What were you expecting? As a real goal-getter that you are, nothing should stop you from embarking on any production, right? If avocado needs more water, make use of irrigation, all right? There are lots of irrigation systems nowadays with the technology that you don't have any excuse not to produce something like avocado with a dumb excuse that it uses lots of water. And also, even if you don't want to import, avocado is very lucrative locally because lots of people love avocado. People use avocado for their weight loss and also just for the fact that it tastes so good that people use it for breakfast and even in fast food joints. Avocado is widely used on street food menus in Africa that you are going to be making lots of money. The demand in Africa alone has increased to a whopping 100%, thus making you guaranteed to make profit even if you sell only locally, especially if you make good use of the grafting system I am talking about. Because while the local producers in most villages, as they do, are going to be waiting for 10 to 13 years before having yields, you are going to be waiting just for 4 years. And with the grafting system, your avocado is going to obviously taste better than theirs, therefore making your avocado sell out faster. And if you want to sell locally, there's this trick you can do to ripen your avocados faster and more efficiently. This consists of wrapping your avocado with banana or apple in a wrapping and letting it sit for a few days. This is because banana or apples produce ethanol, which is a plant hormone that aids in ripening the avocado faster. That said, hope you've liked this video already, and also you know what to do. Share it with your loved ones. And please don't hesitate to let me know what you think in the comment section, or if you have a video proposal that you would want us to cover, please do let us know in the comment section and we will be right here to service you. Thanks for watching this video.